Hey everybody, welcome to Rob's Game Group on YouTube. I'm Rob and I'll be your host through this series of videos. But first I had something that I want to get out there to everybody. I've had several viewers talk to me or message me and ask me about helping the channel, helping support the channel. And I've gotten suggestions from Patreon and I should do the coffee thing or direct PayPal. And to be honest, I don't really want to do any of that, and I've never been about monetizing the channel. But what you can do to help are three things: like and share the videos, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content, and now if you look in the description of every video you will find a link to the Rob's Game Group wish list on Amazon. Check it out. If there's something on there that you want to see me review or do a look at the book of, you can purchase it. It'll be sent to me. It helps me, helps the channel, without you sending money and me having to deal with that. I would rather just get stuff to help make videos that you guys want to see, guys and gals. So that's there. It's going to be in every video. Be sure to go check it out. You can also make suggestions to me in the comments if there's other games and stuff and products on Amazon that you want me to check out. I can add them to the list as well. You can just comment, or you can message me on Rob's Game Group on Facebook. Link to that is also going to be in the description. So that's just a way that you guys can help me help you with videos that you want to see. And speaking of videos, let's go check this one out. Hey everybody, Rob here, welcome back. I am doing a reaction video today to DM James's video that he put up a few hours ago about his top 5 favorite RPG books of all time. And he asked for people to respond in the comments and so on and so forth. And you know, if I'm going to respond to a reaction thing, then I'm going to probably make a video most of the time, because that's what I do. So here it is. I'm going to make a video on this. Now, I made a video a week or two ago about my top 5 favorite and most disliked RPGs. And when I did that, it was based primarily on the mechanical system for most of it. So what I'm responding to is his top 5 favorite RPG books. And these, for me, are not really because of any mechanical system at all. They're just my 5 books that are my favorite books. I love these books. I'm excluding any books that are pretty much just simply mechanics. So there won't be any basic fantasy or white box rule books in here. These are books that, based on the fluff in the books, are my top 5 favorite. And I do have a feeling that some of these will change probably throughout, next year I'll do a video like this, I'm sure. And some of this will change as I get new books in that, like the Hero's Journey stuff, I've been blown away by, so I cannot imagine that one of those will not end up on this list next year. However, being as I just got them and have not finished reading everything, I didn't feel it was appropriate to put them on the list this year. So I have my top 5 favorite RPG products or books, and just going to go through the list. These are books that I love. Some of them can be used with multiple systems. Some of them only have the system they're tied to. But regardless, they are books that I absolutely love for one reason or the other. And I will be counting down from 5 to 1, 1 being my number 1 book. And I'm going to start with number 5. And number 5 is Call of Cthulhu Mansions of Madness. This version right here. This is my favorite version of this. I have not looked at the new Mansions of Madness, which I think is in 2 parts. I know it has some of the older adventures in it, but it did not include the Sanitarium, which is one of my favorite Call of Cthulhu adventures of all time. I absolutely love that scenario. So this book, I've owned it like 3 times, and a digital version, and 3 times in print. And I absolutely adore this book. There are some fantastic Cthulhu adventures in there. And yes, this was written for a previous edition of the game. But like I've said in other videos, it is not hard to use any of the old stuff with the new 7th edition Call of Cthulhu if you want to. So, if you're looking for some great Call of Cthulhu scenarios, you can't go wrong with Mansions of Madness, in my opinion. It is, hands down, my number 5 favorite RPG book. My number 4 favorite RPG book, number 4, is the Dark Places and Demogorgons Jeffersontown Setting Guide. The Jeffersontown setting is touched on a little bit in the main rule book, but they put out a setting guide, and that book is nothing but it's a full book that is just the setting of Jeffersontown, Kentucky, and it's amazing. That book I got it really just because it was available, and I already liked Dark Places and Demogorgons, so I'm like, we'll get this and check it out. It is an amazing book. The way it is written, I couldn't put it down. I burned through it. It is so full of great ideas and side stories and backstories for all these characters and places and things to drop into your game. If you're going to run a Dark Places and Demogorgons game, or in any game really that you want to run with kids in the 80s, playing kids in the 80s, this is a fantastic setting. It is really, really good. I love it a lot. I was actually more thrilled with it than I was the main book. Of course, the main book only had like a chapter on Jeffersontown, but this is just a fantastic book. I love it. Number 3. Number 3 is, for me, the Palladium Fantasy Adventures in the Northern Wilderness. This book right here is so great. It's not in print anymore, so if you try to get it, it can get to be a little pricey. But I think it's on Amazon for like $23 or something now. I got it, a mint copy at a used bookshop here recently to replace my old one. And I got it, I think, for like $6 or $7, something like that. And it's a great book. It is out of print. They replaced it with the Woven Empire book, I believe. But for one thing, the Woven Empire book might be cool. I don't have a copy of it yet. But it does not have this cool cover art from Keith Parkinson, who is one of my favorite fantasy artists. The stuff in it is really, really good. It's got good adventure material in it. It's got good backstory material in it on the Woven. And I just really love the book. It was one of my first RPG books I ever owned. And I lost it a long time ago and had to get it again. But yes, this is a book that... these books, whether I'm running the game or not, these are books that I will pull down and just flip through just for the hell of flipping through them. Alright, so we are down to my number 2 top 5 favorite RPG book. And that would be, for me, Dungeons & Dragons, or Advanced Dungeons & Dragons, Module I6 Ravenloft. Bought that when it came out when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it. It was my real gaming introduction into Gothic horror. I loved the old Hammer horror movies. I just didn't know that I loved Gothic horror. I didn't realize it at the time that that's what it was. I just thought of it as horror. But absolutely love that module. I would still run it today, hands down, no problem. And it's again, like any of the other books on this list, it's one of those books that when I see it, if I see it for sale somewhere, I literally contemplate buying it, even though I already own it. Just, I don't know, I'm weird like that. But yes, I6 Ravenloft is my number 2. Love some Ravenloft. And that brings us to number 1. Number 1 is a book that I did a video on not too long ago that is near and dear to my heart. And of all the books on this list, it is the only book that actually has the mechanical system included in it. And that is Rift's Chaos Earth. I love Rift's Chaos Earth. I love Rift's period, but Chaos Earth is my favorite of the Rifts. This book in particular is my favorite, and it's not because it has the mechanics in it. Love or hate the mechanics, doesn't matter. I'm fine with the mechanics. I have no problem playing Rifts. Probably going to run a campaign of this using that. I started to do it with Savage Worlds, and then I was like, nope. When I got the hardback special edition when they did, I was like, no, I'm doing this in the original system. For a couple of reasons. Mechanically, it is great because it's the thing with Chaos Earth is it takes place at the very beginning of the Cataclysm. So like, 300 years or something or more before the current Rift's timeline. So you don't have a bunch of magic users and psychics and stuff for the players to play right out the gate. They are pretty much, chicks and dudes with guns trying to save humanity. It's very survival horror. And I just love it's not the mechanics in it that do it for me. It is the story. The story in it is pretty much written in journal form. And it is fantastic. I love it. I've read it probably a dozen times and can't ever get enough of it. It's fantastic fluff. And it is my hands down number 1 favorite RPG book of all time. I love that book. It is great. So there you go. James, this one was for you, buddy. I thought that was a great topic to bring up. And any of you guys who have not checked out James's channel, go check it out. DM James is the name of the channel. I will try to remember to put a link in the description. Sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. But James is a great guy. Known him online for years. He sent me some fantastic miniatures. Got something ready to go out in the mail to you, brother. You're going to hopefully really like. It's something special I know you don't have. But yeah, that is it for my top 5 favorite RPG books. I hope you enjoyed. Well, I hope that you found something in that video useful or something you could take away from it. Either way, I appreciate you watching this long. Don't forget that we have the link to the Amazon wish list for Rob's Game Group in the description of every video now. You can click on that, check out the wish list. If there's product on there that you want to see me review, you can always purchase it. Amazon will do all the work, ship it to me, and it helps me help you help me make videos for everybody to enjoy. Also like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, my friends, good gaming and good luck.